Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing something very controversial. We are ranking every major Assassin's Creed game from best to worst. Get ready, because some of my choices will definitely shock you. Let's get straight into the tier list. Let's start with the first game in the franchise, Assassin's Creed 1. As the beginning of a great series, this game introduced the unique historical setting in the Holy Land. It gave us Altair, and it established the core story and philosophy between the Assassins and the Templars. The atmosphere and the concept were strong, however, it has some clear downsides. The gameplay is very repetitive, you have to do the same basic investigations over and over again, which can get quite boring by today's standards. So looking at both its strong foundation and its repetitive nature, where does it land? For me, it goes into the great tier. Next up, we have the legendary Assassin's Creed 2. This game took the foundation of the first one and improved it in every single way. It introduced us to the G.O.A.T, Ezio, who is widely considered one of the best characters in gaming history. The Renaissance Italy setting was beautiful, the story was deeply engaging, and the gameplay added a lot of needed variety, like new weapons, economic management, and smoother parkour. And the negative are no negative in this G.O.A.T game, so it's absolutely G.O.A.T. Moving on to Assassin's Creed 3. Personally, I have a lot of nostalgia and great memories with this game. The aggressive combat, fluid animations, and tree running were fantastic. But the real highlight, the iconic Haytham Kenway. His prologue was brilliant, and he is easily one of the most charismatic and well-written characters in the entire franchise. Because of all this, it is definitely a big step up and much better than Assassin's Creed 1. However, we have to be realistic. While it is better than the first game, it doesn't quite reach the masterpiece level of Assassin's Creed 2. The pacing after the intro slows down a lot, and Connor unfortunately didn't have the same charm as Ezio, or even his father Haytham. So it is better than the original, but not as good as the second one. Where does that put it? It perfectly earns its spot in the legend tier. Now, as we have the Black Flag, it's just a G.O.A.T game. The combat, gameplay, parkour, story, I don't know which is better, Black Flag or Assassin's Creed 2, so tell me in the comment. Now, it's Mirage. I played Mirage. The graphic is so good, but I did not enjoy the game. The combat and the gameplay are repetitive and it looks like faded, so I put it in trash or middle. I'll put it in the mid-rank out of respect for Bassam. Okay, now, honestly, I did not play Brotherhood, Revelations, Rogue, Unity, and Syndicate. I will play one of them in the future. So tell me which is better. Next, let's talk about Assassin's Creed Origins. This game completely soft rebooted the franchise, and honestly, it did a fantastic job. Egypt was a beautiful, alive, and massive open world. Bayek is also one of the best and most emotional protagonists since Ezio, and his story of grief and revenge was very compelling. Negatives are, however, this is where the series shifted into a full RPG. The level gating was a bit annoying, forcing you to do side quests just to progress the main story, and the social stealth was mostly gone. But overall, the story and the world were too good to ignore. It is a very strong game, so it safely goes into the great rank. Moving on to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now, I know a lot of hardcore fans hate this game because it completely abandoned the hidden blade and the traditional assassin lore, but if we look at it purely as an RPG, ancient Greece is an absolute blast to explore. The combat is fast, the mercenary system is fun, and naval combat made a great return. Negatives. The only real issue is that the map is too big and filled with bloated, repetitive content. If you try to do everything, you will get exhausted. Is it a real Assassin's Creed game? Not really, but is it an amazing, fun, historical RPG adventure? Absolutely. That's why it joins Origins in the great rank. Now, for Assassin's Creed Shadows, fans wanted a feudal Japan setting for over a decade, and we finally got it. The dual protagonist system with Naoi and Yasuke offers a very cool contrast between traditional stealth and brute force combat. The changing seasons and weather mechanics also added a nice tactical layer to the gameplay. Negatives, but on the downside, the game suffers from a lot of the familiar Ubisoft formula fatigue. The story feels a bit safe, and it doesn't fully capture the magical masterpiece feeling of the older games. It is a good, enjoyable game with cool ideas, but nothing revolutionary, so it lands perfectly in the middle rank. Finally, we have Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Look, the Viking fantasy is cool at first, raiding monasteries, building your settlement, and the brutal combat animations can be fun for the first few hours. Negatives, but let's be totally honest, this game is painfully long. The main story is filled with mandatory filler arcs that stretch the game to over 60 or 80 hours. It's incredibly repetitive, the stealth is completely broken, and it lost any remaining piece of the assassin identity. It feels like a chore to finish. Get ready to be mad in the comments, but for its bloated nature and loss of identity, Valhalla goes straight into the trash rank. At last, I wish you liked the video, so please like and subscribe to more videos and put your POV in a comment. And bye-bye. Take a bonus. Assassin's Creed 1, 2, 3 and Black Flag are excellent games for weaker PCs.